7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have me.
Crazy mother.
And welcome back to another episode of Central Oregon Shenanigans, guys. We're going to be working on the 2002 Ford Expedition with the 4BT Cummins in it today. I got the lift kit in. Already got ahead of myself and unboxed it, but let's take a look over here. So what we got is this kit comes with basically how we're going to lift the Expedition is we're going to put 2 new keys. There's a couple different ways to lift your Expedition. One, you can body lift at 3 inches, and then you could also modify the suspension a little bit to get, depending on what size tire. We're going to go with 285, 75, R16s. So we should only need, we actually could probably trim the front bumper a little bit, some plastics out of the way, and squeeze them underneath there, but we went ahead and ordered a 3-inch key lift for the front and a 3-inch coil spacer for the rear. Everything I read about online from this company and from some other companies is when you do these lifts, you're not modifying the suspension and putting, basically it should handle the same. They do recommend to get an alignment at the end. We'll see. What's cool about this kit, which I'll put the link to this suspension kit. I'll put the link in the description below. This one was $200 off of Amazon, and it comes with the tool for the front keys, which I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, coil spacers and keys for 3 inches of lift. They make like a leveling kit for a little bit cheaper. They also make like a 2.5. This is an adjustable in the front, but non-adjustable in the rear. So we're going 3 inches to set it up a little bit to clear those bigger tires. So let's get started. First things first, break your lug nuts. All right, step 2, let's jack this thing up. You're going to need a jack, floor jack, and you're going to need a couple jack stands. Got my 2 jack stands. Get them ready. Also, guys, I've got the emergency brake on, but we're going to be lifting the ass end of the Expedition up. So I've got it locked into 4-wheel drive on the column, or on the dash, put it in 4-wheel drive high. And I've also got wedges in the front on the front tires. So you don't want it to get away from you when you're underneath this thing with the coils all disconnected. Also, you got to remember, if you're jacking it up in a small garage like what I've got, you want to watch the roof clearance. You don't want to crunch your roof or your garage door. You want to get it up pretty high, because you're gonna want to basically you want to let your suspension travel all the way out. That way it's easier to get the coil spacers in and out. And you're gonna want to put the jack stands on the frame and let the axle sag. And then you can use your jack to move your axle up and down, if that makes sense. Frame, jack stands, jack, rear axle, so you can move the axle up and down. Coming down. Okay, so right now most of the weight's on the jack stands. I like to give it a nice good shake. Make sure it's settled down on there. You want to take a look-see. I like it. Alright, now we've got the jack stands in place. Go ahead and remove your wheels and tires. Both sides. While you're in here, guys, it wouldn't be a bad idea to check and replace brakes. Yep, time to do pads on the rear of this thing. They're done. So nice getting rid of those cookie cutters. Alright, now that you got the wheels and tires off, we need to take the lower shock mounts loose. Sometimes those lower bolts can be stubborn on the shock, so rubber mallet, pound it out. If you need to, take a punch with you. So shocks are disconnected, and now we're going after the sway bar. Now that the shocks and the sway bar bushings, now that the shocks and the sway bar brackets are loosened up, the sway bar is just dangling there. There's the track bar, basically holds your axle side to side. I think that needs to come out, but I'm going to go ahead and lower the jack and see what it does. Yeah, guys, definitely. Let this side droop, but that side's not coming down at all. So we're gonna go ahead and jack that back up. Alright guys, she's disconnected. Let's see what happens here. Something's still, oh. Probably drive shaft or something. Brake lines aren't a big deal. What it looks like, guys, is just have to force these in there. Alright guys, so don't have to get a, if you're by yourself, you could get the compressor, the coil compressing kit, but what I did is I had my wife come out and stand on the axle and jump up and down, and that allowed enough gap to slide both springs onto their perches, and then the coil spacers go up in the buckets. Like so, I dropped that one and scratched the shit out of it, but at least you don't see it. So now we're gonna go ahead and take and rebolt. Next, I think I'm gonna put the cross brace, pretty much go backwards from where you dove into it. So now back in, sway bar, shocks, wheels, tires, torque lug nuts, and then our wheels and tires should be here by Monday. So all we got to do is, if we can get the lift done, then all we got to go do is get them mounted, balanced, and stick them on. Alrighty guys, here we go. There's 3 inches. We got a lot more wheel clearance than I thought we were going to, which is good. So I think the lift tire combo is going to be perfect. We've got a lot of, hopefully the front lifts like this. If I can get that, I mean, it's hard to tell on this. I'll have to take it out. Maybe I'll move it around front. But yeah, we got 3 inches on the rear. We're about ready to put 3 inches on the front. Alright guys, so rear pucks went in pretty easy.
It sits level with your slope.
I know. So, if you had a buddy around, I did it by myself, but I needed a little help. I had to have my wife jump on the axle to get the coils back in. But
Did you?
yeah, you have to kind of put like pressure on them, and
Yep.
you have to have somebody stomp down on the axle and it pop back in there. So how this works is this key changes the angle of the torsion bar and lifts the front 3 inches. So let's get to it. First off, just like the rear, let's jack it up and put some jack stands under it. Right. So this is that tool that they sent us. It goes around the cross brace with the torsion bar setup, and not too happy with the tool. It came seized up, not free. Don't know what that was all about.
It was all grease.
Kyle's getting
Man, what I would do for some fucking air tools right now.
Hey, we're working on that.
I know. Keys. Oh.
What'd you do? I caught that on camera. Oh yeah, I caught that on camera. What'd you hit?
My fucking nose off the cross brace.
Did it break it?
No. Then I bounced the back of my head off the fucking concrete.
Got 40 minutes.
Alright. Give me the other socket. Well, yeah, this little piece here.
Yeah.
When it's up, it sits in these little cups.
Yeah.
And that nut is what keeps the torsion key up.
Yep.
So that's what we're changing out of this.
Yeah, the torsion keys.
Yes.
But the reasoning for that is so you can get that metal piece out.
Yes. That's what the gear puller is for.
Nice. Yeah. Nice and easy. Wow, okay. So now I should be able to take this tire and lift it up. No, I guess we got. Huh?
Don't break things.
I'm not gonna break things.
Okay. Give me along with that. Let's see if I can get some throw. Hey, you know what would be awesome for this?
What?
Fucking 2-post lift.
Yeah. There it goes.
Okay. Yep.
Here. It just had some road grime, guys, but I beat it right there. And now it's moving forward. Look at that. There she goes. I'm guessing you could order stiffer bars for these. Comes out without, wow. Okay, so we got a stock one out, guys. Show you the difference. It's gonna be nothing. Just kidding. So,
They're quite a
look,
bit different.
that's the key. There's the keyways matched up. There's only an inch difference here, but I'm guessing that puts a 3-inch lift. So I'm gonna go ahead and hand Kyle a key. He's gonna slide that back in. You want to make sure that this bar gets put back into its place. Make sure it's all the way in there. Last thing you want is go be driving down the road and that bar go bang!
Well, this bar can't go anywhere.
No, it can slide forward.
Not once we put fucking tension on it, it won't go anywhere. Holy shit.
What?
Oh, my battery's gonna die.
Plug it in. Alright, let's go ahead and use our shitty jack. No, maybe. Ooh. Ooh. Come on.
Alright.
What?
Fuck yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, it's stiffer. Pink. I won't know until I drive it.
Somebody skipped a rig day. Clear out that.
I gotta torque all the lugs. Alright guys, so we just wrapped up the lift on the Expedition. So 1 to 10, I'd say that's probably a 4. You don't need air tools. It would be nice to have air tools. Yeah. Floor jack, jack stands, and your basic tools and a big hammer.
Yep. And a friend.
The torsion bars, I don't know if we explained this, but up front, after you get the pressure released off the torsion bars, it flanges out bigger, and you can actually take a dead blow and hit that a couple times, and it breaks it loose, and you can just slide it forward.
Yeah, replace the key,
slide it back in, bolt everything back down. This does make this ride a little bit stiffer, we've noticed.
Well, we're going to wait for tires, and we're going to wait for shocks and do all of that stuff.
But we'll see how it rides after we get all that stuff. I think right now we might be extended on our shocks, what we're feeling. Because it doesn't have any up play, but it does have down play, and it feels like it's topped out.
Bounce and
so, shocks are going to be definitely this week as well. This concludes this video. If you liked it, give a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Central Oregon Shenanigans. Good night.